Hello, hello, Internet, and welcome! I am sitting in an inn. Yes. And I'm stealing money. That's good. There's another book, Fall from Glory. I need to follow Delphine, who is...
Pines Grove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
Alright, hold it. Hold it. Okay, before we go any further, you had some books that I so conveniently stole. The Rise and Fall of the Blades. So the organization that you belong to is the Blades. This is kind of a tough decision because I might find out some things that are important to my Oblivion Let's Play. To the future of my Oblivion Let's Play. Because in my Oblivion Let's Play, I witnessed the death of the Emperor, who is a great grandson of Talos, the first Emperor, who seemingly was a Dragonborn. So, and the Blades were his bodyguards, you might say. So, they failed to protect him. He was killed, but there was... that he gave me this amulet and told me to go to talk to someone. But if he and his sons were killed, so and only relatives of Talos, like these Dragonborn, can wear this amulet, does that mean that my character now could wear this amulet and become Emperor? Is that where this story is going? But if the Blades fell, that means that the Emperor no longer uses the Blades as bodyguard? Or does that mean that the current Emperor who made the peace treaty with the Thalmor is actually no longer a relative of the Talos bloodline because it ended with the Emperor that I saw die? Is that what... But if they fell, that then who's Delphine? I mean, we've got to do some reading here, I guess. Sorry about that. The Rise and Fall of the Blades by Anonymous. It's always anonymous. There are many that still remember the Blades. Must have been quite some time ago. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, this is 200 years later. There are fewer that can pass down their stories, their origins, and their downfall. My father could. In his proudest moments, he said to me, "You keep secrets like the Blades." The Blades were good at keeping secrets. They didn't write down much. They passed information carefully between their spies in every province to their elite members that protected the emperors. Even amongst their members, they kept much secret. Most associate the Blades with their ceremonial Akaviri armor and curved longswords. Right, that's what they looked like, huh? One can trace the Blades back to the fiercest warriors of Akavir, the Dragon Guard. It was there, just as they would do in Tamriel, that they protected rulers and their kingdom. But recent discoveries show it to be much more than that. Many classic texts tell us of adventures to Akavir, known as the Dragonlands of the East. Many from Tamriel have attempted to conquer it, most famously Emperor Uriel the Fifth and his 10th Legion in 3E288, as documented in the Imperial Dispatch Disaster Dionith. That didn't work right. Well, did it? Dragons have long been legend in Akavir, and many believe that their brief appearance in Tamriel's history are those that escaped Akaviri, for it was there they were hunted and killed off by the Dragon Guard. The Dragon Guard would follow those that fled to Tamriel in the late first... Oh, okay. So the Blades were actually dragon hunters? Ah. And that's why they swore allegiance to Talos, the first emperor, and became his bodyguard, because he was the Dragonborn, the best of the dragon hunters? Invading from the north, the Dragon Guard meant not only dragons, but the men of Skyrim, who don't meet invasions with pitchers of meat. The Dragon Guard cut a path through Skyrim, and it was not until they were stopped by Riemann Cyrodiil during the battle at Pale Pass that the invasion came to an end. It was Riemann who united the human lands of Cyrodiil and defeated the Akaviri invaders. Riemann is one of the first documented and widely accepted of the mythic Dragonborn, those anointed by Akatosh and Alessia themselves. Akatosh is the dragon god, and Alessia, I think, was a lady who defeated the elves and freed the humans from bondage. I think. Born with the soul of a dragon is what his followers would say. Reports differ widely on the nature of the battle at Pale Pass, but the end result is the same, that the remaining dragon god, upon hearing the voice of Riemann Cyrodiil, knelt and swore their lives to him, their conqueror and savior. Naturally, because they recognized him as being a fellow dragon hunter, and a better one than they are. Fragments from late First Era texts refer to the warriors dropping to their knees saying, "We were not hunting, or did not intend," author, rough translation, continuing, "We have been searching for you." They protected Riemann with their lives as well as his descendants as the Riemann dynasty ushered in Tamriel's second era. It was through these years that their reach extended and their order grew to become the Blades. Their conquest of the dragons complete, they only sought to protect the Dragonborn and through him the Empire. They reached their height late during the Third Era under the rule of the Septim Emperors. Oh, there's an E missing there. Despite their numbers, they kept their secrecy. The most visible and well documented were the members who personally guarded the Emperor, still wearing the original Akaviri armor. But that was just the tip of the spear, for the Blades were a larger organization, stretching to every corner of Tamriel. These agents were of every race. They were merchants, thieves, craftsmen, mages, and warriors, all acting as spies, protecting the Empire as needed and operating in secret. Oh, it turned in kind of an MI6 organization. They often acted alone, but some fragments speak of them meeting in secret fortresses across the continent. I just found one of those in my Oblivion Let's Play. The most famous being Cyrodiil's Cloud Ruler Temple, where they hung the swords of those slain protecting the Dragonborn. I think that's the one I found. Other maps speak of Wind Scour Temple under the great expanse of Hammerfell's Alikir Desert, Skyhaven Temple in the mountains of Skyrim, and Storm Talon Temple east of Wayrest. They were known... There's a Skyhaven Temple in the mountains of Skyrim? So, if they have a retreat in Skyrim, what is she doing? Oh, well, what is she doing in the inn? She's one of the spies. But didn't she say something about the Thalmor beating them? So if there's no organization anymore, what is she actually doing here? They were known to have a Grand Master who often lived amongst the people unknown to others. The nature of their communications, meeting places, and missions were known to only a few elite members. The only two who know all were the Grandmaster himself and the Chronicler, whose only job was to make sure the group's mission was never known, but never lost. With the death of Uriel Septim VII and his son Martin, the Third Era came to a close with the Blades. Uriel Septim VII and his son Martin. But didn't he have 3 sons? What about the other 2? Like in the beginning of Oblivion, he said he had 3 sons and that they were all killed. Huh. Obviously, there's something I don't know here. Why not mention the other 2? I'm probably lacking some knowledge. Came to a close with the Blades fortifying themselves deep within Cyrodiil's Cloud Ruler Temple. Sure, because they're losers. They've failed. But hold it. If this era ended with the death of Uriel Septim VII, voice acted by the wonderful Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and his son or sons, then why did he give that amulet to me if nobody but I don't? Well, as they waited for a Dragonborn to return when they would be called upon again. Aha, so the current Emperor is just, well, is just a mortal. He's not a real Dragonborn. So I could maybe claim the temple now. The throne. Because I'm a Dragonborn. I have emerged. I am here now. I am a true Septim. I'm a cat. What am I talking about? I'm a Khajiit. Oh no. The Empire of the Fourth Era no longer saw the Blades openly protecting it or the Emperors, because they're not of the line of the Dragonborn. Okay. That role is now filled by the Penitus Oculatus, a purely imperial organization. But the Blades continued their secret work to watch for the Dragonborn and guard against future enemies. The Blades were among the first to see the signs that the Thalmor of the Eldmeri Dominion would not remain isolated within their borders forever. They could do what the Penitus Oculatus, servant to imperial policy, could not, and thus earned the lasting hatred of the Thalmor. The warnings of the Blades were proved right, as is well known to all. The great war between the Empire and the Thalmor consumed the Empire and nearly destroyed it. Emperor Titus Mede II eventually brokered peace with the Thalmor, but at a price many of us still bear. The reach and destructive nature of the Thalmor is known to many, authors note, in my family first-hand. They are not fools. They knew early on that the Blades were an enemy, so they hunted them throughout the Great War. Some were killed defending their temples, others as they slept in their hideaways alone. Some fought, some ran, some hid, but the Thalmor found them all. Not all! There's one village left that fights the Romans. No. There are those that say the Blades still exist around us in hiding from the Thalmor, waiting, as they have done time and time again, for a Dragonborn to return. For one to protect, for one to guide them. So, they are my bodyguard? Really? Well, consisting of one person so far. So I'm going to be Emperor, and she's going to be my blade. Nose. But there was a second book that I wanted to read. What is that? No. Already know the spells. Where is it? There, the Book of the Dragonborn. By Prior Emmeline Madrine, Order of Talos, Waynon Priory. That's where I did not go yet. Maybe I should do the main quest. Many people have heard the term Dragonborn. We are, of course, ruled by the Dragonborn Emperors. Not any longer. So this is an older book than the other one I've just read, but the true meaning of the term is not commonly understood. For those of us in the Order of Talos, this is a subject near and dear to our hearts, and in this book I will attempt to illuminate the history and significance of those known as Dragonborn down through the ages. Most scholars agree that the term was first used in connection with the Covenant of Akatosh, when the blessed Saint Alessia was given the Amulet of Kings. Hey, I've got that one now. And the dragon fires in the Temple of the One were first lit. So Saint Alessia was the first Dragonborn? Akatosh, looking with pity upon the plight of men, drew precious blood from his own heart and blessed Saint Alessia with this blood of dragons, and made a covenant that so long as Alessia's generations were true to the dragon blood, Akatosh would endeavor to seal tight the gates of oblivion, and to deny the armies of Daedra and undead to their enemies, the Daedra-loving aliens. Those blessed by Akatosh with the dragon blood became known more simply as Dragonborn. But I thought Talos was a Dragonborn. Oh, well, anyway. The connection with the rulers of the Empire was thus there from the beginning. Only those of the dragon blood were able to wear the Amulet of Kings and light the dragon fires. All the legitimate rulers of the Empire have been Dragonborn. The emperors and empresses of the First Cyrodiilic Empire founded by Alessia, Riemann Cyrodiil and his heirs, and of course Tiber Septim and his heirs, down to our current emperor, His Majesty Pelagius Septim IV. Because of this connection with the emperors, however, the other significance of the Dragonborn has been obscured and largely forgotten by all but scholars and those of us dedicated to the service of the blessed Talos, who was Tiber Septim. Very few realize that being Dragonborn is not a simple matter of hereditary. Being the blessing of Akatosh himself, it is beyond our understanding exactly how and why it is bestowed. Those who become emperor and light the dragon fires are surely Dragonborn. The proof is in the wearing of the amulet and the lighting of the fires. So my Khajiit could wear this amulet that my Dunmer, being the ruddy elf he is, cannot, of course. But were they Dragonborn and thus able to do these things, or was the doing the sign of the blessing of Akatosh descending upon them? All that we can say is that it is both and neither, a divine mystery. The line of Septims have all been Dragonborn, of course, which is one reason the simplistic notion of it being hereditary has become so commonplace. But we know for certain that the early Cyrodiilic rulers were not all related. There is also no evidence that Riemann Cyrodiil was descended from Alessia, although there are many legends that would make it so, most of them dating from the time of Riemann and likely attempts to legitimize his rule. We know that the Blades, usually thought of as the Emperor's bodyguards, originated in Akaviri crusaders who invaded Tamriel for obscure reasons in the late First Era. They appear to have been searching for a Dragonborn. The events at Pale Pass bear this out, and the Akaviri were the first to proclaim Riemann Cyrodiil as Dragonborn. In fact, it was the Akaviri who did the most to promote his standing as emperor, although Riemann himself never took that title in his lifetime. And of course there is no known hereditary connection between Tiber Septim and any of the previous Dragonborn rulers of Tamriel, because he was a Nord, right? Whether there can be more than one Dragonborn at any one time is another mystery. The emperors have done their best to dismiss this notion, but of course the imperial succession itself means that at the very least there are two or more potential Dragonborn at any time, the current ruler and his or her heirs. The history of the Blades also hints at this, although little is known of their activities during the interregnum between Riemann's empire and the rise of Tiber Septim. Many believe that the Blades continued to search out and guard those they believed were or might be Dragonborn during this time. Lastly, we come to the question of the true meaning of being Dragonborn. Aha, now, the connection with dragons is so obvious that it has almost been forgotten. That sentence does not make any sense. Which is why I'll read it again. The connection with dragons is so obvious that it has almost been forgotten. In these days, when dragons are a distant memory, we forget that in the early days being Dragonborn meant having the dragon blood. Some scholars believe that was meant quite literally, although the exact significance is not known. The Nords tell tales of Dragonborn heroes who were great dragon slayers, able to steal the power of the dragons they killed, which is what I do. Which I don't like, actually, because I like dragons. Like me, the player. I like dragons. And actually, it would make more sense to me if I'm Dragonborn, if the blood of dragons flows in my Khajiit veins, then shouldn't I get along fine with them? Like we're blood relatives. Shouldn't I be able to say, yo, peace, brothers, let's get on. Come on. Why are you bitching around? What's the problem? I don't know. Okay. Indeed, it is well known that the Akaviri sought out and killed many dragons during their invasion. Maybe dragons are evil in this world, seemingly. And there is some evidence that this continued after they became Riemann Cyrodiil's Dragon Guard. Again, the connection to dragons, the direct predecessor to the blades of today. I leave you with what is known as the prophecy of the Dragonborn. It often said to originate in an Elder Scroll. It's kind of funny how the Elder Scrolls, I mean, these games are all called the Elder Scrolls, but I've never come across an Elder Scroll ever. Like, not in Morrowind, not in Oblivion, and neither here. Never seen one. But, okay, maybe that's going to change one day. Apart from Morrowind, I haven't actually finished any of these games. Although it is sometimes also attributed to the ancient Akaviri. Many have attempted to decipher it, and many have also believed that its omens had been fulfilled and that the advent of the last Dragonborn was at hand. I make no claims as an interpreter of prophecy, but it does suggest that the true significance of Akatos' gift to mortal kind has yet to be fully understood. When misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world, when the brass tower walks and time is reshaped. How can a tower walk? When the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles, when the dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the world eater wakes and the wheel turns upon the last dragonborn. The World Eater. That's not nice. When misrule takes its place. That's at the 8 corners of the world. Well, misrule is taking place right now, right? I mean, the peace treaty with the Thalmor. And the Thalmor being the top of the food chain, you might say. That really obviously is misrule. But 8 corners of the world? Does this world have 8 corners? I don't know. When the brass tower walks? Don't know what that means. When the thrice blessed fail. The thrice blessed fail? Who are the thrice blessed? And the red tower trembles. When the dragonborn ruler loses his throne? Well, that obviously happened 200 years ago. The white tower falls. But it didn't fall, did it? I mean, it's still standing when I'm walking around. In Oblivion, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the world eater wakes. Alright, let's just follow her and see where this goes. So she's a blade. And she's still around doing things. I mean, she's not 200 years old. So obviously, I mean, I would estimate her at being 40 maybe. 35.
You better keep moving.
I am moving. I'm actually faster than you because I'm gaining on you. So if she's 40, And
Remember, we're not looking for trouble. We
What-
need to get to Kynes Grove as fast as we can.
I'm not looking for trouble. Let me. Where were my thoughts? If she's got an Akaviri blade. Watch that, lady. That's a torch. I'm a cat, okay? I've got fur. If she's like 40. Hello?
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with the Stormcloaks. Ulfric has them quite a bit.
Alright. Good point. I don't like the Imperials. But doesn't that mean that she's... Well, she's not really an Imperial.
I'm aware of you yet, so we should be safe from them at least.
Okay, good. But, you know, walking around with an Akaviri longsword... I don't know. Oh, you were just looking at the... Okay. Clay deposit. I need a pickaxe. Okay. It's kind of, giving up your secrecy. Sometimes I get paranoid in this, game. So anyhow, if she's 40 years old, that means she was recruited after the downfall of the Blades, actually. Oh no, hold it. The Blades were destroyed during the Great War. And the Great War was not so long ago, right? This peace treaty. And Talos being outlawed as a god. That must be relatively new, right? Oh, your dog? Oh,
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
good for you. She can run, that's alright. Not bad for an old lady.
Watch out! Wolves!
What?
Have
Wolves.
to do better than that!
Oops. Sorry. I think I missed. Oops. Oh. In any case,
Remember,
we're not looking for trouble. I get it. I get it.
As fast as we can.
Yeah, I was just checking out the butterflies, okay? Where are you going? I thought we're not looking for trouble. What are you doing? Oh. This thing brings good luck? Something like that? I'm faster than you are. La 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 la. Yay! Okay. Just fooling around, sorry. So... I mean, if Ulfric started this civil war because the Thalmor outlawed Talos...
I hope you're Dragonborn, I really do. We'll find out soon enough.
You're going to make me emperor, huh? Have you got the amulet now? Are you going to give it to me? Oh no, hold it. Hold it. That would be, if she had the amulet...
Keep a sharp lookout. We can't afford any delays.
Well then run! You know, so, if she had the amulet, we wouldn't be running through the night, right? She could simply give it to me and I could put it on. And if it stay on my neck, then hey-ho.
The roads just aren't safe.
Hello.
You can't
Oh. Are you shooting at me? Oh, there you are. Oh, that's cool.
I don't have time for this.
I know we don't have time for this. Oh. You're gonna kill him? Okay, have fun. I'm gonna do some shots here. Oh. That went really wide. Oh, almost. Oh, Delphine's taking care of him. Oh, I got him! I got him! Okay. Okay, maybe I should help. Or maybe I should cook some food. Alright, I'm coming. Hold your horses. What? Ow. Look, man. Hate to argue with you, but... Are you finished, man? Get out of my... What? Well, over there. Stop moving. Got you. I thought that was impressive. Oh, you could have said something like, well done, or you can handle yourself well, or something. Like, praise me. I did that well. That was well done. And I'll take the cheese, of course. And this cheese.
We may both end up dead, but at least it gets me out of Riverwood. I don't really think I'm cut out for the quiet life.
No? Well, I actually got family. Cooking? No. Okay, yeah, no delays. I know. Alright, let's get going, lady. If we have an appointment with a dragon, we should keep it. Oh, how I miss the warm sands of elsewhere. I really do. There's a tower up ahead.
Better to stick together. I don't want you to get yourself killed before we even get there.
You got confidence in me, that's for sure. Yippee! 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 Wow. Wow, look at the graphics on this. Whew. Enjoy the landscape, man. I mean, this is amazing. Wow. There's a cave down there. I know, we don't have time. No distractions. You are kind of sexy. For a human. Chibi! Chibi! Choop! No distractions. Just keep on going. We can outrun bears. And there's my friend, the fox. Hello. Ha ha ha. Go and play, little one. You coming? Kynes Grove. Seems to be too small to get its own sign. Who are you?
Greetings, brother. You look weary. I have something to help you relax if you're interested. Until next time.
We'll cross the White River and follow it to Windhelm.
All these
then we can swing south to
drug
Kingsgrove.
dealers, impossible. Okay, this way. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Nightshade. Woohoo!
We better keep moving.
Well then, lead on. Actually, I should be totally out of breath. I mean, I never, ever raised my stamina, ever. What is my stamina, actually? Yeah, it's 120. Woohoo! Should be 100. It's raised because of some blessing. Why'd you turn off the torch? How do you turn off a torch, actually? You quench it. Unless, of course, the torch is a sonic screwdriver. Just got one. Cool gimmick. It's a flashlight, of course. A torch. But it's also a sonic screwdriver.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
I hear they serve a nice dark ale. Nothing on the Sleeping Giant, of course.
Of course, but nice dark ale sounded good. Mix water mill. Uh-oh. Okay, that doesn't sound good. Do you know that sound? I know that sound. We've got company. Didn't you say the dragon was in Kynes Grove? Looks like it's already airborne. Not good. Obviously. Uh-oh.
Should have picked somebody else.
There you go. Don't think the bear is going to be our biggest problem. You can hear the rumblings. Okay, what have we got here?
Look out! That's how it's done.
I know. I'm a fire mage. And I'm a Dragonborn. By the way, what's my shout at the moment? Oh.
I'm glad you were willing to trust me. I know it probably wasn't the best way to introduce myself, but old habits, you know.
Old habits, huh? Alright, alright. I'm a Khajiit, you know, I'm used to sneaky stuff. Okay, the snow border. We reached it, obviously. Oh, and it is snowing. Is that kind? No. What is that? That's Windhelm. Oh, there's Kynes Grove. Really? Well, didn't you say we have to go?
Better to stick together. I don't want you to get yourself killed.
Well, if you want to stick together, then stay with me, I guess. Kynes Grove. I think this is where I killed my first dragon, right? Is that the right way? Yeah, basically it is. I killed my first dragon somewhere around here with the help of a giant. Well, actually, it was the giant who killed the dragon. Oh, I'm on the road again. Oh, where's Delphine? Oh, looks like I lost her. Damn it. Who are you? Oh, Khajiit!
Come and see what is for sale, traveler.
Oh, yes.
You honor Khajiit with your presence.
Of course.
May the sun warm your path.
Yes.
The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty this land seems.
Dromarash. I am Maik the Bike. I'd like training the art of speech.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Oh. Cool. Speech, huh? Well, we Khajiit have a glib tongue, that's for sure. We know how to tell a tale. Cool. Thank you.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Where is Delphine, actually? Did you see an older lady with a torch?
How can I assist? Khajiit is ready for any troublemakers.
Troublemakers? You guard the caravan?
Yes, I was hired to protect the others as we walk the roads of Skyrim. It is a thankless task, and I would rather be back home than elsewhere, but I have little choice. Akari freed me from a prison in Cyrodiil, and now I must repay my debt to him. A word of advice, my friend. Do not mix gambling and drink. Taken together, they will empty your pockets of every septim.
That's true. Bandits giving you trouble?
A few days ago we were ambushed. A nuisance, really. But many of the marauders had quick fingers. One of them stole my moon amulet, given to me by my mother when I was just a cub.
Oh.
It is my only memory of home in this cold land.
Like, how am I supposed to do that? That's insane. I mean, I have no idea where the marauder went, and even if I find him and get the amulet back, how am I supposed to find him? He's walking all over. Oh, shit.
You are kind to offer. We believe the bandits are part of a group headquartered here. Be careful. I missed my amulet. But a life cannot be replaced as easily. May your road lead you to warm sands.
Okay. I'm gonna do that next, but first I have to go to Kyne's Grove and... Damn it, I'm not going to be able to see the dragon in this weather, but I
If
can...
you have come to see our wares, speak to the others.
Yeah, I know. You could come along and do me a favor and fight this
The roads of Skyrim.
dragon with me.
Dangers.
Yeah, I know. Guys?
So many refuse to talk to us. They call us thieves and smugglers. I am glad to see that you are not such a one.
No, I am Khajiit. I am honored to meet you. Have you had trouble with the locals?
Mostly, it is the Nords. They do not like outsiders in their land. And so we are forbidden to enter their cities. When they look upon us, they see only pickpockets and skooma dealers. It is most unfair.
It is.
But we do our best to ignore them.
Good. What have you got? I can hear the damn dragon.
Take a look.
Can really hear him. Would you like to have this and this? This? One of these? Oh. Oh, I just sold one then, okay. And now she's out of gold. Okay.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
I hope so too, if I survive this next thing. There's my friend the fox. Am I on the right way? Locate the dragon burial site? I've actually missed Kyne's Grove. Kyne's Grove is not on the road? It's this way. Oh, it's there is Kyne's Grove. Bloody hell. In this weather? It's hard enough to fight a dragon by broad daylight. Damn it. Is that the inn that Delphine talked about? The Braidwood Inn? Damn it. Must be pretty close. Is this Kyne's Grove? Or not? It is. Where is Delphine? Totally lost her. What's that noise? Okay, if this is Kyne's Grove, then she has to turn up sooner or later, so I'll wait in the inn, I guess. Or should I maybe check out the quest marker? Nobody here. Uh-oh. There he is. There he is. There you are. Did he just say something? I think he did. Come on, hurry up. Oh, hold it. Oh, there's Delphine. Oh, she's already fighting him. What is he doing? He's is he... Alduin. Oh, okay. That hurt. Oh. He's... I get it.
Damn, you did it. Wait, something's happening. Lights above.
Where's the other one?
So you really
The power. The power.
It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn.
Well, yeah, I've been telling you all this time. Saloknir. Where'd you get the amethyst from? And the gold? So where's the other guy, Alduin? That looked like... Okay. So this one dragon is waking up all the other dragons? Alduin, he basically looked like the dragon that saved my life at the beginning of the game. There he is. Didn't I just see him? No. I'm not getting... I'm not getting a dot either. He disappeared. You coward! You chicken! Whoops. Hello.
I owe you some answers, don't I?
Yeah.
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
Okay. I can still hear the other one. Okay, who are you and what do you want with me?
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
Okay. But if you're one of the last members, then doesn't sound... There are many of you, so... The Blades, who are they? I actually read the book, so... What do you know about the dragons coming back?
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
The big black dragon. That's the one who attacked Helgen, right? So he was the first to come back, and now he's waking up all the others? Why? Oh, hold it. I actually have a book on Alduin. Hold it. I've seen that dragon before, the one that got away.
Really? Where?
It was the one that attacked Helgen when Ulfric escaped from the Imperials.
Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here.
Yep.
We need to figure out who's behind it all.
Well... I don't know. Okay, what's our next move?
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is.
Okay. What makes you think the Thalmor are bringing dragons back?
Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor?
But wouldn't they also be interested in Ulfric being beheaded and the war being over? Because they want to stop Talos worship, and the Empire is actually helping them at the moment. Why are the Thalmor after you? I read that. So we need to find out what the Thalmor know about the dragons. Any ideas?
If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia.
So how do we get into the Thalmor embassy?
I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
I feel almost bad for taking her money. Almost. Okay. Interesting plot twists. Saloknir, well, you weren't alive for very long. He got you out of a hole and you immediately got killed. By me, actually. And the other... There's a dead Stormcloak soldier here. Looks like you were in the way when the dragon amulet of Talos. I'll take that. No money. Still not. So Alduin seems to be my enemy, huh? Where are you? Khan! No. Alduin! Reminds me of Anduin. Which, of course, is a river. Somewhere decidedly different. But Alduin, I had a book about Alduin is real. Written by someone who obviously doesn't care for spelling. Alduin is real, and he ain't Akatosh by Thromgar Ironhead Proud Nord. As my dad used to say, Imperials are idiots. That is why I'm writing this book. I ain't never wrote a book before, and I do not reckon to write one again, but sometimes a man must do what a man must do. And what I must do is set the record straight about the god called Akatosh and the dragon called Alduin. They ain't the same thing, no matter what them Imperials might say, and how they might wish it to be so. My dad was never one for the gods, but my ma was. She worshipped all the divines and taught me lots of things. So I know a thing or two about Akatosh, just as much as any Imperial. Hold on a second. God, I need a drink. I know he was the first of all the gods to take shape in the beginning place. And I know he has the shape of a dragon. My dad even told me the story of Martin Septim and the things what happened when the gates to Oblivion opened. Septim turned into the spirit of Akatosh and killed Maroon's Dagon. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maroon's Dagon is dead, but he's a Daedric prince. Now, I don't know about you, but any dragon that fights the Prince of Destruction is okay by me. That's a good point. Now, I hope you understand the problem. Akatosh is good. Everyone from Nord to Imperial knows that. But Alduin? He ain't good. He's the opposite of good. That Alduin is evil through and through. So you see, Akatosh and Alduin can't be one and the same. Growing up as a lad in Skyrim, I heard all the stories. told to me by my dad, who was told by his dad, who was told by his dad, and so on. And one of those stories was about Alduin, but see, he was not Akatosh, he was another dragon, and a real one at that. Akatosh is some kind of spirit dragon, I think, when he bothers to be a dragon at all, and not a god living in some kind of god place like Oblivion. But Alduin is a real dragon with flesh and teeth and a mean streak longer than the White River. And there was a time when Alduin tried to rule over all of Skyrim with his other dragons. In the end, it took some mighty strong heroes to finally kill Alduin and be done with his whole sorry story. So I got to ask, does that sound like Akatosh to you? No, friend, no it do not. And so I, Thromgar Ironhead, do firmly say with the utmost conviction that Alduin is real and he ain't Akatosh. So, if this Nord is correct with his wonderful story, then Alduin was the king of the dragons of Skyrim and tried to rule over Skyrim and the Nords, just like the aliens tried to rule over the Imperials, who were not Imperials back then, the humans, and was killed and beaten in the end. Questions, questions, questions. I can still hear you, my friend. Can't see him any longer, though. Alright, I think that was a very, very tough day and night. And I think I'll turn in. This is an inn, right? Right? Braidwood Inn. Yeah, I'll get a room. I'll get some food. I think I've got enough food, actually. But, oh, this is nice. This is... Hello. Killed.
My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you mess with me.
I just killed a dragon outside of your door, but... You're gonna lie down and sleep? Good. Where's the... Can't just sleep here. I need to buy a room. Where's the owner? You the owner? Dravenair the Stone Weaver?
An outsider? No reason to stop in Kynesgrove. Keep moving.
What do you do in Kynesgrove?
Nosy one, huh?
Yeah.
I was a mage back in Morrowind. I lend my talents to the mines here, helping them keep the tunnels safe. By Azura, it gets hot in there. I use frost salts for a potion to keep the heat bearable, but I'm out.
Could find frost salts for you. I think I have some.
If you want to go to the trouble, feel free. I suppose I could offer you a bit of free alteration training when you get back.
Bring some frost salts. I have your frost salts. Yeah, I do have some, right?
Well, well. You actually did what you said you were going to do. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Here, let me teach you a thing or two about alteration magic. It's the least I can do.
Thank you. Did she train me?
I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
Oh, it's costing. Alright. Okay, good. Thanks.
Safe travels.
Okay. Innkeeper. Oh, there. Oh,
I hope you'll stay for a bit. We could certainly use the business.
I was...
Poor Rogi. If you're feeling charitable, buy the Nord a mead. He's good for it.
Rogi. Who's Rogi? I'm not going to ask. Who's Rogi? Who's Rogi?
He's been in Kynes Grove forever. Great storyteller. Keeps everyone's spirits up. Owes me a lot of coin for drinks. I keep telling him not to worry about it, but he's got the stubborn Nord blood. Damn fool doesn't have the coin to pay me back, so he just beats himself up over it, and then he gets thirsty and it cycles all over again.
What if I talk to Rogi?
If you could convince him that I don't care about his tab, it'd certainly make me feel better.
Okay, I'll talk to him, but first I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Thank you.
All right then.
This one? Yeah. Can't close the doors here, that's totally irritating. But alright, I'll sit. And I guess our time is up, so I'll have a quiet meal. With an ale. And some bread. And I'll have a cheese wheel, you know that? Some grilled leeks. Drink some milk, huh? A salmon steak or two. Some slaughter fish. And I'll have a honey nut treat as dessert. Right. Then I'm gonna go and sleep for 7 hours. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I dare say that was it. Our weekly Skyrim report. Thank you for coming along on Mike the Pike's adventures. And I'll see you again in the next episode. Bye bye.